I was told that I had only 3 minutes to give my speech, and I thought to myself, there's no way possible I could tell you my story in 3 minutes. But then I realized it only took 3 minutes to completely change and devastate my life forever. I'm Carolyn Tuft, and I am the face of a gunshot victim. 8.5 years ago, Kirsten is her name. That's good. We went to the mall because we wanted to have fun, mommy and daughters together. We set out to buy funny Valentine cards. This is Kirsten. We parked the car, we walked into the mall, and we're laughing and giggling, talking about things, and until we heard a gunshot. The last thing my daughter ever said to me was, "Get down, Mom." I was the first one shot in the card shop. My lung was blown out, the back of my arm was gone. I was laying on the floor, bleeding profusely out my mouth and nose, and crawled across the floor to my daughter, who was shot in the back. The gunman had left the store and reloaded his gun and came back in. When I felt him push the barrel of the gun into my lower back and shot again, blowing a hole out of my back the size of a cantaloupe. He put that gun next on the side of my daughter's head and shot it as I watched. From time we parked the car to the time we were shot, my daughter was dead, was 3 minutes. Let me tell you what it's like to be the survivor of a shotgun blast. I have lead poisoning from all these pellets in my body, in my kidney, my spine, my stomach, my lung, my tissues. They are constantly leaching lead into my bloodstream. My body absorbs them and causes my bones to throb and ache all the time. I'm nauseous all the time. I haven't felt a day for 8.5 years that I wasn't in constant pain or nausea. Besides the nerve damage and muscle damage that it's excruciating, I feel miserable every single day. But I won't let him win. I'm here to protect you from this horrible life. I lost my business. I lost my livelihood. I lost my youngest child. My children lost their youngest sister. It's a ripple effect that keeps moving, and I am paying the consequence of somebody else's actions. I'm here because I don't want anybody else to feel this way. This is not just about me and Kirsten and Bishop. It's about you, protecting you from being the next one. I'm here for Kirsten because she has no voice. Her voice, her sweet laughter, her cute sighs as she slept in the night, and her bubbly, kind-hearted personality, it's gone. I buried it that day with the coffin. I used to be that person who, when gun violence, gun issues, gun reform came on TV, the remote came out, click, I turned the channel. Because it didn't affect me. It didn't pertain to me. I lived in a safe neighborhood. I had really good kids. I didn't own a gun. I didn't want to own a gun. It didn't affect me. So why should I pay attention? I was a busy single mom. I didn't have time to get involved. But let me tell you, it's time to get involved.
Amen. Amen.
It didn't affect me until it affected me, and it dropped smack dab in my lap. Did I ever think that this would be my life, speaking to crowds of people about gun issues? No way. No. If I would have had a gun on my body, I'm always hearing people say, if I would have had a gun, I would have stopped him. I'm telling you right now, if I would have been armed with a gun, there's nothing I could have done to change anything. The outcome would have been exactly the same. There was no time to react. There was no time to even understand what was happening. Everything happened so fast. And this is why we need a conversation. This is why we need to come to common ground. Carrying more guns is not the solution.
Amen.
Nobody wants to see anybody else get hurt. Nobody wants to see any more mass shootings. Nobody wants to bury their children. One more is too many. People hear gun control and they get really fearful. Their Second Amendment rights are being infringed upon. We're going to take away their guns. We're not here to take away anybody's guns. We're here to try to prevent them from getting in the wrong hands. We're trying to prevent them from getting in the hands of dangerous criminals, people deemed mentally ill by the court, domestic abusers. They should not carry a gun. If we can do this, if we can have background checks, 91% of Americans are begging for background checks. If we do this, we will save lives. We won't know if it's yours because you'll still be here. But it will save lives. You just don't know the faces. If it was your child, if it was your grandchild, now would be time, right? Now is time. One more is too many. Thank you very much.